So, Twitch is giving affiliates and partners 55% split on ad revenue. But there's a catch. Let's talk about it. Roll the intro. Hey there friends, and welcome into today's episode of Artemis Anarchy, episode 35, where today we are talking about the ad revenue on split on Twitch. We're talking some other content related stuff, some Twitch related stuff, some YouTube related stuff, other things, some skate related stuff. You get the gist, right? I'll also talk about my creator questions of the day later on in the podcast, so if you want to know about them a bit more, stick around and just enjoy what we're talking about today. We're just going to jump into it, and let's just do it. So, I'll talk about a bit of the Twitch ad revenue split thing for a bit, for the first 5-10 minutes, and then I'll come back to it later, just so you guys know. Just gotta get that watch time, you know what I mean? But yeah, like I said in the intro, there is a catch to the 55% split for ad revenue on Twitch between affiliates and Twitch, obviously. I don't know where I was going with that, but basically you have to stream 3 minutes of ads, and this is the important part, they have to be automated. They can't be just done at random within the hour. So 3 minutes of ads an hour, you have to do, you have to have them automated to run 3 minutes every hour, so it can be 1.5 every half hour, or it can be 3 hours, 3 hours of ads, Jesus Christ, 3 minutes of ads, where you actually just do it at the start of the hour, go take your break, which I highly support. Streamers taking breaks every hour should be a normal thing anyway. But I know what we're like, I know what I'm like, I know what you guys can be like. And you just don't want to take that break, and that's fine. Just don't do anything important during that 3 minute break, and you should be good. But then again, I'm a random stranger on the internet, so you don't actually have to listen to me. It's funny how that works. But again, take all my advice with a grain of salt. I don't know everything I'm talking about. I will not say I 100% ever understand anything, unless it's something that I've done for a while. But like I said, ad revenue, need for the split to be active, technically, you have to run 3 minutes of ads an hour. Now, what I've seen on Twitter, on places like that, now I'm fed up of talking about it. I will be honest. I'm fed up of hearing about it this whole last week. I'm fed up of hearing about it, right? So again, this is my one time that I am talking about it. I will talk about it down in the comments below if you have your own thoughts on it. But let me know those thoughts down in the comments below, as per usual. But I think it's a good thing, but there is a bad way to do it, if that makes sense. So let's go over the pros of, having 3 minutes of ads an hour. So, pro, you get an extra little bit of money from Twitch per hour. You'll also be getting a break every hour, a 3 minute break every hour. Gives your viewers a chance to recover from the last hour of whatever great content you're making. And there are a lot of pros to it, but some people can be thrown off by 3 minutes of ads, because 3 minutes of ads is a long time for a set amount of ads, especially while you're in a flow. Especially if you're in a flow and then it does a 3 minute ad break, that's when it can throw you off. And I will say that, I will admit that. But even if you can't, if you can't support them by subbing, even just viewing them helps, and having that viewership there. And when the streamer takes a break, that's when you as a viewer will be, exactly, they can be they can sometimes be 6 30-second ads. Exactly, like Jedi just said. Like, there is a good thing with it though. Like I said, you guys as viewers get a break as well. And even if you can't support them through subs, bits, whatever, you don't have to worry about that. You just leave your computer on, or your mobile device, or whatever you're watching it on, when the ads are running, and you can walk away from that. Nobody's watching you watch ads. Well, depends how conspiracy theory you really want to go, but we'll say for just now, nobody's watching you, watch ads. So it will still register as you watching the ads, you're just away. If they schedule it properly, like 1 minute of ads every 20 minutes, which is how I set it up. Okay, so that's how you set it up, Castro. Good to know. But yeah, I think a lot of streamers are just setting it up the way they think's best for their community, and we'll just all compare notes at some point. We'll see what does better, what does worse, and again, it's personal choice. But like right now, I'm doing 3 minutes of ads at the start of an hour, so I get a 3-minute break. It gives me a 3-minute break. It gives my viewers 3 minutes of break, but I know it can potentially turn people away from my streams. But I would rather have it 3 minutes at the start of the hour and just play the rest of the hour like a game or something. Take my 3-minute break, come back, do another, well, technically 57 minutes-ish. And do it that way, because it does make more sense to me, because again, I do usually need to go and refill my drink or something every hour and a half anyway, so it forces me to go and get another drink, make sure that I'm hydrated properly, stuff like that. And especially with the heat in the UK and Scotland right now, it's kind of important. But yeah, even though I'm talking here with an empty glass, we'll skate past over that, Like, there's gonna be pros and cons to everything ad-wise. Like, again, like I said, if you're watching this on YouTube, leave your comments and thoughts down below. And if you're in Twitch, obviously, you know the deal, you can talk whenever you want. Right now, just speak about it, we'll have a discussion about it, but I think, personally, there is a lot of benefit to it, but there's only real benefit if you're a bigger sized like streamer, I would say, personally. Like, I wouldn't say like don't go for it if you're not like a small streamer, but like me, but like it's hard to find the wording for it, if you know what I mean. But like, just make sure that you're doing it for the right reasons, basically. Like, the way I rationalize it in my mind is anyone who can't afford to like sub or do bits or anything, and they're just viewing my content because they want to view my content, they can just sit there, and when I tell them to go take a break, they can take that break when they want, because there's not going to be any content during that point unless you want to see a chair stream. But again, like, yeah, exactly. Like, we've just got to test it out. We've got to see how it works. If it doesn't work well, it doesn't work well. If it does, it does. Like, if it works well and everyone's happy with how it works out, like, again, I like to hear feedback from my community about it so that I can gauge where to put my ads and when to put my ads. Because right now, I've just got them at the start of the hour every hour. So, like, that's the way I've got it. I've not heard any complaints yet, but I'm still expecting it at some point, or some criticism or something. But again, I think it's down to the individual. And I think as long as you warn them that there are ads coming, that's when you can just, at least there's warning, Like, at least you've talked to your community about it, you're not hiding the fact that there's ads. and you're not saying, oh, don't worry, you've got nothing to worry about, there's no ads coming, totally not, and then you get, boom, hit with 3 minutes of ads in an hour. But yeah, exactly. And that's another thing this 3 minutes of automated ads gets rid of. The 3 minutes of automated ads do also get rid of pre-rolls. So no matter if you were raiding in, already there, whatever, pre-rolls would still happen. If you just joined in or refreshed, like, pre-rolls just hit you in the face. You get ads immediately. So, like, you get what I mean? Like, there are, you know, both sides of the scale. You've got to see what's more valuable to you and tip the scales that way, basically. So if there's, yeah, exactly. If there's more pros than cons for you, go ahead with it. Test it out. See where your community likes the ads. Like, again, it gets rid of pre-rolls. That's why I'm doing it. And I'm happy taking in a break every hour. You know, like, it just gives me a minute to stretch my legs, keep my legs, like, warmed up just in case I am skating at night after the streams. And it keeps my legs, like, you know, not stuck in one position for hours. Like, because sometimes I cross my legs, I sit weirdly. And yeah, it's just like, again, it's up to the person. It's not up to me. It's not up to the viewer. It's not up to, you know, the highest view streamer in the fucking world. It's up to you as the streamer. And if you're a viewer, let the streamer you watch know what you think, because it does help them. Trust me, knowing helps. Like, it helps so much. You don't understand. Like, it takes so much pressure off of the streamer themselves if they know everything is good with the community. Everyone's, like, happy to watch ads every hour or just go and have a break every hour, like I would recommend anyway, even when you're watching me without ads. I would just say, go take a 3-minute break anyway. Even if I wasn't taking a 3-minute break, I'd still say go take a 3-minute break. But if I'm not taking a 3-minute break because I don't need one, I will not play the game that I'm playing during the ads. I will go back to just chatting screen until I know the 3 minutes are up. So, like, I try to keep it as equal for everyone as I can. And the only other way that I can really get rid of that is obviously things like sponsors and stuff like that. But I want to make sure that I choose the sponsors right. And I like, and, you know, I'm not promoting something that I don't use or don't like. I always try before I even think about sponsorship or something like that. You know, I think it's just a thing that you should do. And if you sell out just to sell out, basically, it's probably the nicest way to put it that I can think of right now. But if you just promote something for the sake of getting money for it, I don't trust you as much, if you know what I mean. Whereas if you've seen me trying it out on stream, giving my honest opinions on it, and then I start promoting it as a sponsor, that's when at least you know you've got my honest opinion. You've got the pros, you've got the cons, you know that I actually like the thing. And I will make sure every single sort of sponsorship or anything like that I do get, I will 100% make sure that I believe in it and make sure that I think it's a good thing to promote. Like there's some energy drink companies right now that we're not going to talk about. I don't feel like talking about that today. That did just drop a heap of creators. Let's just say that. And if you know, you know. But, like, again, I never really liked G Fuel. I've had it like 3-4 times. I don't like it. You guys knew it was G Fuel, yeah, right? Anyway, but yeah. Exactly. Like, I don't mind the powdered energy drinks. I've had one. I mean, it's where I got this from. But like, I don't mind them, but I don't think they're my thing. Like, I'll still use the bottle, but like, I will if I think it's good enough, if you know what I mean. Like, I'm still debating whether to actually, you know, get a sponsor or anything from energy drink companies, but it's because it's something I would actually use. It's just I've not tried out others enough. I've tried out G Fuel, Beyond, and no, just G Fuel and Beyond. So like, I want to try more than just those two to take. Yeah, exactly. Like, don't take a sponsor unless you support the company, how they operate, and if the product is something you use, you know. And if I was to shorten that, have integrity. Don't just, like, make sure that you're also getting paid fairly if it's a sponsorship. Make sure that you're getting compensated enough, or you're getting something out of it and they're not just using you. Same with affiliate links. Like, I don't like affiliate links personally. They can help. Like, they can definitely help, I won't deny that. But I don't know, there's something about affiliate links that I don't like. And I don't know what it is. And I've never known what it is. There's just something that in the back of my mind it feels like sketchy in a way, and I don't know why. It's just my gut tells me that doing things like affiliate links isn't as being open with your community as you can be, I guess. That's probably the way I would put it. But even though I know and I've seen people who use affiliate links, yeah, you're not getting compensated a lot. Like, most affiliate links give you, I can't tell you the exact number, I don't know, I've not looked into enough of them, but I know roughly from ones I've seen, this is from what I've seen so far, from like places that do affiliate links and stuff, it's usually about 10% to like 15-20% of the sale that you get, or something like that. They can help, but you're basically the same salesman with some of the worst commission breakdowns ever. Yeah, what Castro said. Listen to Castro. He knows what he's talking about. Or at least slightly. Even if he doesn't admit it, he knows what he's talking about. But, like, yeah. Like, always make sure that people are... Make sure that you're honest with yourself, you know your worth. Says the guy that can't figure out his own prices for when he does graphic design stuff and video editing stuff, but that's a time for a different story. It's harder to set your own prices when you're still not sure, when you're just starting and you don't know how good quality you can really make. Like, I think now, yeah, exactly, like, I don't want to see Twitch streamers ending up like TikTokers having promotion segments for companies. Like, I don't mind talking about, say, like, I got sent something from, like, a brand. I would talk about it on stream, but that's the way I would talk about it. Like, I would do it as part of a stream. It wouldn't be the full stream, it would be an hour of a stream. It would be one little part. But that would, well, actually, to be honest with you, it'd probably be mostly 20 minutes unboxing it and stuff, you know, the usual, and then just using it and talking through my experience with it as I go along with the rest of the stream. Because most of the things that I would, use would be for streams, for YouTube content, for this, that, and everything else. But like, I think there's a difference between doing that and doing full videos / full streams on one thing that you get sent or sponsored to talk about or something like that. Like, just mentioning it during the stream, and if you're using it during the stream, you can point it out. Like, hell, I use so much different things. I've got, and I'm going to out myself for basically using any brand that I feel like using. I have a SteelSeries mouse, Sony headphones right now, that are also connected to SteelSeries headphones, because I prefer the earphones just now. I also have a Stream Deck. I have an Elgato Facecam. Got a HyperX keyboard. I do have a HyperX mic somewhere that I was using for a while that is good quality, and I also have a Rode mic that is sitting right above my index finger right there. But like, I'm just proving to you that you don't need to be affiliated to one brand. That's kind of what I'm trying to get to. Like, there are some brands out there that want you to have everything that's theirs. So like, I can't remember who it is. Elgato don't seem to be as restrictive, if you know what I mean. Like, they still prefer you to use everything Elgato, obviously. But like, you know what I mean? Like, they don't feel as restricted, if that makes sense. Same with Razer. Blue, I can get. Logitech and all that stuff, I get. The one I was thinking of was, I seen it. Yeah, they have to follow when sponsored. Yeah, exactly what Castro said. Razer isn't really a sponsorship, though. Again, just listen to Castro. Castro usually like has a better idea than I do, I will say. So if you ever see him type in this chat box, read it. He usually has a better idea than I do, I will admit. But again, that's why I do these lives, so that someone with better insight to that side, because I don't have any insight to that yet. Like, I'm getting there. I'm starting to understand these things, but again, having people in chat that already have a better idea than me, even so they can explain it better, it's better to have them sit and type it instead of, sitting here and me struggling with my words, basically. And yeah, that's also, yeah, but it's true. There's any messages for questions like this? I don't think I do, but okay. I'll out myself. Like, if I have a genuine question that I am not sure about, I will post it in either my Discord, the basement Discord or something, and I know that there are people in there that know better than I do, and when I actually am stuck on something that I don't think that I fully get, there's usually someone that can explain it a bit better than I can, and make me understand it a bit better than I already am, if that makes sense. Like, I have very base knowledge on everything. Again, I'm a bit of a jack of all trades, but I do have a couple of areas that are a bit better than others. Like, I feel like my recording and talking towards the camera has improved a lot more than what it was. And that's because I'm not focusing on doing like a million things at once anymore. I am focusing on the camera and on chat. That's it. That's all I'm doing. Like, yes, I'm glancing down at Discord every once in a while because why not? Just see if anything's happening. But like, you know, that's just natural because I have it set up like that for a reason. But yeah, like once in a while I'll check my phone just in case anyone's messaged me for skating or anything like that. But yeah, I also like being open about what I'm doing on stream. Like, even sitting here, like, looking around my room and shit, that's just so it doesn't feel like I'm just fully staring into your soul, you know? And just, like, staring at you the whole time. But, like, you know, we have those natural instincts to not stare into someone's soul, you know? Well. But yeah, like, I don't feel like, I need to be, like, you know, staring right into your soul, you know, like, I feel like I can look at OBS and stuff and it still looks, like, natural, especially with the angle I've got, because, like, I keep looking over at OBS as I'm talking to you guys right now. I can still see it in, like, this part of my eye, like, it's in line. I can see me move every time I'm moving, and that's without even looking at it, and then I can still see when chat moves up and I just look there, because basically your guys' center's there and chat's there. That's it. And like, again, I like also talking about like what I'm doing as well with like OBS and Discord and everything else that's open up just now. Like, I have Twitter open just in case there's something there that is, like, interesting to me that I can bring up on the podcast while I'm talking. Because sometimes there is, sometimes there's not, sometimes there is. But, like, I've gotten a few, like, stream topics and stuff like that from Twitter just by scrolling every once in a while, like I just did there. But I do need to pause whatever video just started because it's now killing my internet. But that's why we record it. But yeah, like, I will check that every so often. Sorry, my English is really fucking up today. I will be honest. My English hasn't been the greatest today because I have been doing a lot of talking and a lot of recording today. 2 videos is a lot, apparently. Well, technically 3 if you count this, but like, I don't really. I mean, it's all videos for the same week, but you know, we don't really count it, okay? I don't really count it personally as a lot. Like, 3 videos isn't a lot to record, especially if you're only doing them like hour and a half max. It's just, I've also been getting up early, like early for me. Like, real early, like going to sleep at like 4 and waking up at 9. Kind of early. But yeah, we have been getting, I feel like I'm more rested though now. Like, my brain does shut off a bit easier, but it doesn't fully. Like, I think that's also to do with the fact that I've been skating a lot more as well, so my body is a bit more exhausted, and I've not just been sitting here recording, eating, recording, streaming, basically. Because that's basically what most of my days are like when I'm actually like on a full creative mindset, and I can think of videos on the go as I'm going, and I don't have to plan anything. Because planning things also kind of makes me lazy if I plan things, which might not make sense, but it might make sense to others. Like, if I plan something too far ahead in advance, like, say I said, oh, I'm going to record this, and this tomorrow. I'm going to record one of those things and be bored. And it'll just not make a great video in the next 2 videos, so it'll be like, they're not going to be great. Flunk them off till the next day, and then the next day, and then the next day, and then, because I've planned too far ahead. But where I get those days that I can spontaneously just think of a video, like, today I was like, okay, I've got a plan. I'll do Hitman right now. I'll do a Hitman video right now, and then we'll see what I feel like next. And then, next video that I thought of was, oh, we'll do some Trek to Yomi. And I've already thought about what I'm doing for some other series that I am coming up with that are planned, that are getting done. I just need to download some things for it, like the actual game and all that stuff. But I may do a reaction video. I don't know what yet, but we're gonna find something. We're gonna find something to have fun with. I may get at least one other person to maybe react with, about whatever content we're watching. I've not figured out what that content is yet. But, yeah, I'm just hoping that I can get some things done, like this week, next week, week after, whatever. I think I want to get more people involved in my videos and obviously get the Enclave up and running. I've just been taking that a bit slower because I have realized that I want to be able to trust the people that are in the main content team, if you know what I mean. But yeah, like trust them to handle passwords and stuff like that, and not, weak them. And if they do get weak, they actually talk about it, and then we change it again, But yeah, like, I want to make sure that all that stuff's, rock solid. Because, again, it's not just going to be me streaming from that account, it's going to be other people streaming from that account as well. Like, I won't be the only one that streams on Twitch for the Eternal Enclave. Like, we will have at least 2 or 3 people per stream. They just might be a little less consistent until we can get a schedule set up. But again, we'll figure that out when we come to it. I just wanted to mention the Enclave again, just for anyone. But, like, again, I know the first few weeks once we get started will be inconsistent. Like, they'll be consistent, but, like, we're going to have to do it so much differently than what we do already. Than what I do already, I should say. Like, because some streams may have to happen at, like, like 11, 12 at night for me. And, like, I don't mind that. Obviously, I'm one of the ones that can stay up that late and can keep going till about 4 or 5 in the morning and still get decent sleep. And wake up decently early, I would say. Like, I can do it, but I've just not been motivated to it. And I think once I get the team up and going, I'll have more of a reason to actually get up early, if that makes sense. So that I can put my stuff in, do the team stuff, and then do everything else that I need to, like streaming and graphic design and all that stuff. And basically, the next few months might be a bit hectic, like, for me. But again, like I've said, I have mentioned about talking about maybe only streaming 3 times a week. Maybe like 4, but they'll be very spread out. So like I might do a Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. That might be my new schedule on here. Until I start the Enclave, then the Enclave will have the podcast one on the Thursday or the Sunday or something like that. So as long as I can get all that stuff done, I don't mind, But I want to make sure that we can get a lot done. Right, we're going to have a lot of shit done by the end of the year. I can almost guarantee that. I'm not going to fully guarantee it because, unforeseen circumstances can happen. But I can almost guarantee it. I will say that. I am working on a lot more stuff. I will be working on a couple of other videos which I actually need to talk about to Kai later on this week and weekend. But yeah, I'm actually going to talk to them after work tomorrow. Yeah, good idea. Right. And this time I'll actually do it. It's just, again, I forgot everything, but I am giving myself half an hour between work and skating, break and skating. But you know. Anyway, talking of other creators, let's talk about creator question of the day this week. They've not been the most consistent since last week, but I still have been getting decent replies from it and stuff like that. So, what I'm going to do first is I'm going to go back through my own Twitter profile like a narcissist and see what amazing content and questions I made. I asked one question, didn't I? I asked only one. No, I asked 2 questions this week. Wow. I'm so good at it. But yeah. So yeah. These 2 creator questions of the day were very, very closely related. So, but yeah. So like, one of the questions was, at this time next year, that being the 21st of June, this year, just so anyone in the comments below can also talk about it and mention it. What is maybe I should have worded it a bit better. It's more, where do you want to be next year? Not too much number related, but like, obviously you can still have number related stuff in it, but you know, like, obviously talk about more other stuff that you want to be doing as well. So we'll say, right, let's take first answer, which was Kestrel. He'd like to make a comfortable living off of his voice, which he does have a good voice for things like voiceovers and shit like that. Hire him. Maybe companies out there, any companies that are watching this, doubtful, but Kestrel's your man, you know. But yeah, and he'd also like to get back to creating consistent media, like his consistent media, if that makes sense. Jedi wants to get to at least 15 to 20 concurrent viewers. Again, go check him out. Link will be, you know where, down below and all that shit. But yeah, like, getting semi-regular YouTube content, which I think is realistic if he pulls his thumb out his arse and actually makes the YouTube content and just full send it. Compliments him and then completely insults him as per usual. But yeah, like, and then have like streams that focus more on one title than anything else. Kibbs wants just a few more people to, yeah, exactly. Kibbs just wants to have a few more people to chat to while he's streaming. So again, if you are in his chat, I highly recommend talking to him. He can be a good laugh sometimes. It does depend on the day. And Catherine hopes to have a reliable stream schedule, which, very realistic, maybe. It depends on how fucked over you can get at work and stuff like that. And he hopes to bring himself to play more games that he enjoys himself and share them with others. So I think those are very realistic goals for all of them. And I 100% say that they can all do all of that. Like, they've all got that. Like, 100%. They've all got that. Like, next year? Nah, they've got that in like 6 months. You know, end of the year. End of the year, I think you've all got most of that. Or at least a good majority of your goals, obviously. Like, you know, you just gotta believe in yourself, man, you know? Exactly, I'm too nice. It's weird. It's weird when I'm being nice and not tearing into people, isn't it? But yeah, like, and the next one was, like I said, they're semi-related, they're not really, but they also are. But the second creator question of the day that I did this week was, what is a non-number related achievement in your content that you're proud of? One Jedi said, so we're going down these in like the time they actually answered, so like whoever's thing is at the top is what I'm doing it in order of. So, the fact that Jedi has kept going, it'd be easy to just stop, give up, and get down about how it goes sometimes. Yeah, exactly. Like, we all get those patches that we either realise, like a dip in viewership, a dip in anything, and we just don't feel we feel like we've done something wrong about our content, and we've changed it. That's why I always suggest going back, looking at your older content, even if it's like you wait months in advance, but you can see exactly where your numbers started to slowly dip and then go up and then dip and then go up, and then you can pinpoint that exact. But yeah, and that's why everyone talks to each other, and that's why I think everyone should join, like, I'd say streamer discords, but like obviously you don't want to self-promote too much and blah blah blah, but if you're talking about the subject burnout and stuff, kinda hard to avoid talking about your own channel. But again, it's fine. I don't care. You can come in and talk about that shit in the general. In my Discord, I couldn't care less. Also, Discord link will be down below for anyone on YouTube. After the podcast, for anyone on Twitch that is new, we will be dropping all that stuff down later after the podcast, just so it doesn't interrupt the flow of the chat. Because I've still not fixed that thing, so it ignores stream elements. Anyway, Kib said, he knows I said non-number related, but he peaked at 10 viewers, which is the most he's had in a long time, or ever. Did he have more than 10? I don't know. That and the amount of support he had during his affiliate celebration stream, which he did live here, where I am. Kestrel is glad about how far his Nutter Butter Peanut Butter Cookies sound alert has travelled, and it's a staple in a lot of people's communities, including mine sometimes. It's usually how Kestrel likes to enter my chat. But yeah, it was a throwaway joke, so, you know. I mean, he started the joke about lava and stuff in Queenie's chat, another great streamer you should check out, by the way, who is currently on break, but when she gets back, check her out. But yeah, like, that's a whole lava joke, and I just took it to another level. It inspired me to make more lava-related things, because I was bored one day. That's it. That's the whole point of the lava thing. Like, even on my channel, I give Kestrel credit for that. That was nothing to do with my idea. I just threw my spin on it, basically, as I usually do with everything, you know? Like, I'm just good at throwing my spin on things. But, again, next person was Keshrin, again, obviously. But people have told him that the mental health resources have helped them. That the ones that he shares in his streams, which he does, it helps them get through their bad days and stuff, which is another great thing to do, you know? And yeah, like, good shit. People, all of my mutuals and streamer mutuals and people and streamers that I've met through Twitch, even, like, maybe not YouTube yet, but YouTube soon. But all the people that I've met through Twitch, even TikTok, and YouTube, yeah, great people. Because, again, if you guys have been around the channel for a while, you know I don't fuck about with anyone. If I don't fuck with you, there's a reason I don't fuck with you. There's a reason I do not like you if I do not like you. And I will make it known that I don't like you. and I will make sure that you know I do not like you. Like, it's very rare, but the people who I really hate with a burning passion get pure, like, everything. Like, I will go after them. I will rip into them if they do shit. If they do shit that pisses me off, they're fair game to me. And I expect people to do the same with me. If you don't like me, say something. Because, again, guess what? No one gives a shit. None of us are here on purpose. You know, nothing's really here to cater towards you. No one... Yeah, I'm an ass. I'm an asshat. But, like... I'm an asshole, but at least I'm honest about it. At least I don't try and pretend that I'm not. I know I can be an asshole at times. I can be an asshole to friends at times. And it's especially on those days that I'm just done giving a fuck about what people think about me. And if people get pissed off, guess whose problem that is? Because it ain't mine. It's yours. And yeah, like, again, if you don't like me, no hard feelings. You've not gave me a reason to dislike you yet, so keep it that way and we'll be civil. So yeah, like, that's the way I see it. If you don't give me a reason to dislike you, I won't care. I couldn't care less. But if you give me a genuine reason to, like, you know, basically hate your guts, I will let you know that I hate your guts with a burning passion. But yeah, like, I'm just fed up of seeing, like, a heap of creators getting surprised that people are assholes. Welcome to Earth. Everyone's an asshole. That ad warning is about 15 minutes late. About 16 minutes late, actually. I'm gonna turn that timer off, actually, because it's not working properly. Oh yeah, that's because I didn't put it on until 15 minutes late. Oopsies. That can come off just now. Anyway, yeah, so basically that's what today's podcast was about. Don't be an asshole towards others, unless you want them to be an asshole back, which, fair game, fair play to you. If you want people to be an asshole to you, you know, fair play. I can't disrespect that. Actually, to be honest, I probably respect that more. But, and if you get offended by people saying things on things like Twitter and stuff, guess what? You don't have to listen to them. Don't listen to them. I know that might be a bit controversial, but what are they gonna do? Are they actually going to hurt you? Like, I know, again, like I said, I don't mind seeing, like, you know, people who are being dicks get what they deserve. But, like, again, if you don't care, how's it gonna affect you? Like, if you want to talk shit about someone, talk shit about them, but do it in private. Like, come on. At least have respect for them in some way. Like, I know I don't have a lot of respect for anyone, but at least I'm honest about it. You know? Like, people know I talk shit if I want to talk shit. It's just part of my charm, you know? Clearly. But yeah, like, I just don't see a point in getting upset over something that some random stranger on the internet says, you know? But again, if you have a different opinion, there's comments. Let me know down below. Again, I'll read them. And if you want to even bully me, go for it. See if you can actually even make me crack. Actually, I'll give you that challenge. If you can get one that actually digs deep, I'll give you respect for it, because I don't think there is anything that can cut me that deep. So I definitely challenge you to do it, because guess what? Most of you are strangers on the internet. I don't care what people on the internet have to say about me, you know? Like, I'm here to have fun. I'm here to have fun, kick ass, and see what happens next. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna end that on that cliff note there. Cliff note? Yeah, be a cliff note, right? Anyway, fucked up intro aside, outro aside, Jesus Christ, my English is getting messed up. Look, there's something you can bully me about, my fucking terrible English. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that podcast. If you didn't, leave it down in the comments below. You know, bully the fuck out of me. Anyway, I'm just giving you ammo at this point, and keep it. I'm wanting to keep fucking up the outro until you actually get ammo, but I've got things to do. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next episode of Artemis Anarchy, or I will see you in the next video that I play a game or something. And yeah, see you guys in a bit. Peace.